Good morning, everybody. Welcome to today's Daily Source with myself, Mr. Noah Hammond-Turrell. This is the show where after I meditate, I tap into my intuition and I give myself the guidance that I most need to hear, and I share with all of you. And at the end of the show, I ask myself a question to ponder to help put the advice into play in my life, and that is what I do here on the Daily Source. Welcome. It's been a few days. I was traveling and pretty busy and didn't really have space for this, so I'm happy to be back. I'm also completely unaware of what's going to come through today and feeling rather, it's a very distracted meditation. America is pretty busy in the mind right now for a lot of good reasons, post-election day. So let's see if we can find some stillness and find some sourciness. All right. What do I most need to hear for my highest good and for the highest good of all other beings involved? This is some advice that your friend Phil was just sharing recently. Life is a marathon, not a sprint. Life is a marathon, not a sprint. And because it's a marathon, the most important element is pacing. And pacing happens not only in the speed at which you do things, but it also happens in the frame in which you hold yourself accountable. Someone who's running a marathon would not hold themselves accountable to doing a 7-minute first 5K. That's what they would shoot for their finishing 5K or something even better than that. So similarly in your life, as you're building things, as you're in your 30s or your 40s or whatever, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. And allowing yourself to sink into a pace that is adequate, yet comfortable and sustainable is one of the most important explorations that you can do at this time in your life. About 65% of the stress that you carry is due to you telling yourself you should be going faster than you are. And think about how much more effective you could be if you removed a majority of your mental stress. What if you knew that you couldn't mess it up, that your job was to find a flow that felt good over all things, knowing that you hold yourself accountable for high achievement, knowing that you hold yourself accountable for being the best you that you can be, knowing that you will continually improve, continually deepen in your wisdom, in your skill, in your ability, in your leadership, knowing all of those things to be true, what's the rush? Why do you feel you must go so fast or faster? In fact, the practice of meditation helps you to see that when you slow down, you see there's less decisions that actually ultimately need to be made. It's the 80-20 principle in effect. There's more leverage points accessible when you weed through the noise and utilize the simplicity of flow, of easy decisions, of the big decisions that actually need to happen, the leverage point decisions. And you can't see those decisions when you're in the frantic pace. When you're in the frantic pace, everything's in overdrive. The stress levels are high, and you just go, 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 because that is what you tell yourself will relieve the stress. But what actually will relieve the stress is recognizing there's a pacing game to play, and that from your optimal pace, you'll make better decisions and see which leverage points are more important for you to make decisions on easier, so you can access them more quickly and ultimately get where you're going faster, but at a pace that's sustainable in the long term. Cool. Powerful question for today. What is my ideal pace? And how can I remind myself to sink into it or surrender to it or allow its existence on a daily basis or consistent basis? All right. Well, that's it for today's Daily Source, everybody. As always, sending you all tons of love and positivity and good juju for your day. Make it an amazing one. And I'll see you all again soon. Another Daily Source. Bye for now.